Hello everyone and welcome back to the Tavern. My name is Finn of a Shark and today we are going to be playing Tavern Brawl as well as then moving on to hopefully the arena match that we were going to set up the other day, which didn't actually go down as planned as the store was closed. So we went into moving on to Outland and having a look at that and let's playing that. So as well today, so as I've said in the last video, but in case you missed it, we're going to be doing the arena. We're going to be doing it in a way that's meant to be technically a decent way. I'm going to be talking through each of the picks and making sure that my picks are going to sort of make sense and try and work out how they fit into my deck. I'm also going to be using a guide. It's ADWCTA's arena tier list. That's going to, rather than just autopiloting our way through the arena draft side of things, we don't really want to do that. So we're going to use that guide to pick the best picks for our first 10 picks. I'm going to talk about them first before I then go and look them up, just see if they match up, see if I can improve what I'm actually kind of thinking about a specific card and going, oh, this card is doing this, and I'm going to have a look at the actual guide and just be like, oh, no, apparently this card is better. See if I can actually grok a particular card and actually learn what is going on in my deck. And then as we're going to go on, we're going to go into the next 10 picks and we'll continue doing the next 10 picks without the guide. We're going to try and build into the synergies of the deck, and then the last 10 picks are going to be where we pick up anything that we're obviously missing. So if we've got a really bad curve and we're sort of super early and we have no late drops, then we'll go for late drops. If we're just fully late drops, then we're going to be like, well, I'm going to have to start picking some really generic dudes that are 2-3 mana. So, but before that, we've obviously got the new Brawl coming up. I'm also going to be having, if it comes up to it, we'll be talking a little bit about the announcements yesterday about the newest addition to the Hearthstone collection, which is the Grand Tournament. If you weren't watching the stream last night, there were a load of cards that were spoiled. I've only seen a couple of them. I know that there was tournament action going on where they were playing with the new cards, but the stream dropped out and I decided to not continue watching it, and then it came back at some point and I missed all of the new cards that were shown off there. But there are some couple of interesting things, and I mean, it would be good to check it out. It's on the dashboard of Battle.net if you're interested. The cards that they showed off in the presentation, I'm sure all around the internet, all over the place, there will be breakdowns for all the cards, and I might be going through and talking about a couple of them later on, and we'll see. We'll put up some images of them and just we'll have a talk and see how good they are. Now, as I said, we're going to start off with the Tavern Brawl. I've got no idea what the Tavern Brawl is today. We're actually going to start off with our quests, I think, because unfortunately I keep getting the do the 40 minions, do the mastery. Now, these are both going to tick up as I'm playing today. There's no way I'm going to get around that. I've got no idea what the Tavern Brawl is. If it's another spell-based one, I'm going to be sad because I'm going to get rid of the spell mastery. My reasoning being is a lot of the time our decks, especially in the arena, are going to be a lot of minions and not very many spells. So I'm probably going to be able to hit the destroy all minions today, even though I don't really want to, whereas I'm unlikely to hit the spell mastery unless I play for a load. So we'll see what we get out of this. Mage or Shaman dominance. Okay, so we'll possibly jump into some Mage or Shaman later on. We do have a Mage deck, Shaman deck that's generally okay. Mage, not so much. One of the things I've seen on a stream previously the other day is this screen, so showing off total wins and stuff. So this was people talking about like how they do in arenas and stuff, and these people have got like 5,000 wins. So you can obviously see I'm very low down in the skill department of Hearthstone currently. I've only done 131 in ranked. That's primarily from this season as well. I've normally only hit rank 20 and then just gone, nah, I'm done, I've got the card back. I have been higher than this season. I was very close to getting to rank 15, but I got knocked down quite a bit the other day, which was great fun. But yeah, arena wins, I've only actually had 23 arena wins. Our last arena run that I thought was actually a semi-decent rogue deck turned out to only go 1 win. Now, that could have been because my opponents had significantly better decks, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't. I'm pretty sure I made bad picks, I made bad decisions, and I played really badly. So, it's all going to be a increase to knowledge and skill and see how it's going to go. I mean, I would love to go and get enough gold for BlackRock, but we're going to kind of ignore BlackRock for the moment. There are a couple of decks that use BlackRock cards, but I'm just going to deal without having them, and we're going to try and get into this infinite arena run, and then we'll see if we can get going from there, really. So, did I take the quest up? I did take the quest up. So, we're going to head into Tavern Brawl and see what happens. What is today's Tavern Brawl? There's always crazy rules. Heart of the Sunwell. In the Sunwell lie unlimited power, and that power is yours. Start each game with 10 mana. Oh, what? Do you then go to 2 mana? Oh my god. I forgot we got to create a deck as well. Okay, 10 mana. What is the best card, best class for 10 mana from the start? So, I mean, I guess it depends on the cards I have as well, right? Oh, I want to say Warlock, because I can draw cards on the first turn, which means I could foreseeably, for 8 mana, start the game with a coin, so 9 mana, so 4 cards, 5 cards from my hero power, which seems pretty good. Let's build Warlock, and if we come across the fact that Warlock's going to be terrible, then we won't use Warlock. So we're going to put in 2 Dread Infernals. Actually, he doesn't have that many big creatures. Maybe not. You know what? I'm going to look through each of the classes, and we'll see which ones has got the big old beastly minions and spells. Oh, this could be interesting, but I don't have the Grim. Can you set up a win on turn 1? Probably not. Death by Arcanite. Semi-decent. You're going to want some pretty unconditional removal as well. So, I mean, there's going to be some nasty things coming out on turn 1. I don't think my collection is going to be up to build into this. These could be quite interesting. Vanishing Kidnapper. Try and stop my opponent from I mean, if you keep 10 mana each turn, then Sprint is probably really good. Assassinate, Unconditional Removal. Okay, Rogue's looking combo. I don't have that many combo things. So Rogue is a possibility. Let's stick that on the back burner. Useless on turn 1. Probably not. Oh, this entirely depends on your... Hunter could be quite cool. He's got some big, costly minions that are pretty good normally. I don't have many legendaries. Oh, Iron Beaks. Iron Beak? Iron Barks. You cost 8 though. You don't have haste. I don't think I've got the combo card with Savage Roar. The add 2/2 Treants. Oh, we've already done Gul'dan. And I don't have the deal 10 damage spell. That would be pretty harsh. 10 damage, 10 damage. It's nasty. I could mind control on turn 1. Okay, let's go for Rogue. Let's try a Rogue deck. I got no idea what I'm doing. Oh, I've only got 3 combo cards. 4 combo cards. 5 combo cards. Okay. Sure, that's bad, but let's skip all the way to the end. Kel'Thuzad, get in. You're probably pretty good in this deck. Maybe. Who knows? Mike's now not so good. Stalag? Stalag and Thulian are probably pretty decent. Where's the 6 mana guy? I don't know if I should have some form of early game, like just going all out on big things seems like it could backfire hideously. You know what? We're not going to know until we actually do it, are we? So we're going to jump in and we're going to just go straight for it. And if it goes hideously wrong, it goes hideously wrong. And it doesn't particularly matter. Like if we start with 10 mana and then the next turn you drop down to 1 then, or 2, then our deck is going to suffer. And if we don't, we should be alright. Okay, so double damage, double 10 damage. Okay. So how much do I want to affect the board? Oh, this completely flips how you play the game. Okay, I see a problem with my deck. Well, I can go up to 11, so... Ooh. Okay, yeah. He's pretty good. Right, okay, so 5, 12. God, I'm just going to take so much damage on the first turn. Let's do it. Okay, so I can go up to 4, which is this guy. Iron Beak seems bad right about here. Yeah, I'm sure it will. Like, oh no, it's going slow. That's bad. This deck is terrible. I think I made a mistake with building this deck, right? It's all going to pay off next turn. Thank you. And we're dead. Boulder Fist. Okay, right, that did nothing then.
Hello? The pleasure is mine. My magic will tear you apart. Thank you.
Why are you saying thank you? I don't get it. got to be whenever one of your minions dies, get 2 copies duplicate. Duplicate. Aww. Why didn't that secret trigger? Oh, if you would die, don't die this turn? Ugh. Silencing Ragnaros is not a good plan. Oh. Shit. Misplays all over the place. Oh yeah, whoops. Okay, so we obviously had some problems there. We put too many things that cost 6 in. I only destroyed 1 minion. Okay. Too many things that cost 6 means that you can't play more than one of them per turn. So let's get rid of some of these. Fugin and Stalag don't seem to be super great. 12-12. Oh, maybe they're alright. This worked quite well, the auto barber returning stuff. Kel'Thuzad, again, doesn't really do much on turn 1. Sprinting was probably a bad plan. So let's have a look at what else we could put in. Bold Fist, he's pretty good. Cost 6. Chipping down my opponent seems pretty good. Charge, I guess. Ragnaros seems pretty ridiculous. It's a shame I don't own him because that would just be just great. Let's go for 2 piloted shredders, I guess. I'm actually going to take out a Boulder Fist and stick in the other kind of shredder guy. We'll see how this goes. Just because. Oh, you know what? I was meant to be playing music. Stick some on. Hopefully this isn't too loud. I might turn it down a little bit. Just to have something going in the background. Oh look, we got the new Hunter. I've not seen the new Hunter before. Double assassinate. I'm going second as well. I don't really need a combo enabler at this moment in time. Wow. That is a clock and a half going on there. It's only to an undamaged minion. Okay. Might have been a mistake, I don't know. There are some ridiculous things you can do on turn 1 with 10 mana. Right, okay. That will do it, 5. Depends on if he's got 2 removals. 2 removals for my taunts would do it. Or just something that deals 4 damage. Destroy all other minions and discard your hand. Two damage. If I combo it, I have no other cards, that's 7. See what I can draw. That won't do it. That went better than last time. God, setting my health to 15. That seems to do a lot better than last time, like a lot better. I don't know if maybe I've got too much of an early game. I'm trying to do 2 things in a turn rather than 1. Maybe switching to the druid is good, like loads and loads of taunt guys causes problems for your opponents. Guys, oh, I go first. I don't want to go first. Wow. Wow. Terrible. That's better. That was... Again, this is the problem with having an early game in this. Like, just having 10 damage 10 costing things. You're only going to play 1 thing per turn. If you can deal with what your opponent's doing, then that's fine. Okay, so this guy's going for the... How did you have ability to do so much? Hooray! A Murloc. Right, I really need to draw sprint now. Otherwise this game is over before it's even restarted. Maybe more card draw is needed. My Murloc, no! Do I cast Vanish now? I don't get to relay my creature. What's the betting they're going to crash in? Yeah, let's do this. That was probably a mistake actually. Because they just get to lay the core hand, and then Lothab does nothing except make the spells cost more. Oh, that helps. I'm sorry. It's still literally everything to play for. They've got 5 cards. I have nothing. Give a minion +1. Oh. Now it's just going to go on forever as I slowly lose. 10 more turns and I've won, as long as they don't taunt. I really need to draw that sprint. To make a threat that they have to deal with. In some way, rather than just ignoring it. Good change in the music there. Hooray, drawing a card. Comes on the board for a turn, I suppose. Entirely depends on if they've got anything else, of course. Still. Every time. The mage. Oh, I forgot you had the coin. $13. Right, that is game. Well played. Okay. Card draw seems important. Which means maybe mage is the way to go, just with big things. What card draw do I have in this? I've got 2, 3, 4 technically, as long as everything is silenced. 5, 6. Deadly poison seems bad. I need to edit. Backstab seems bad. I don't really need the combo cards. This seems terrible. As does this. This goes fine. I think. I don't know, like, maybe I should be building from like 4 and up. I very rarely have the guy and the weapon to make it worth it. You'll get me through a taunt, so I'm quite happy to have you. Let's chuck in a single conceal. Oh, can you imagine turn 1 life juggler and a load of like 1 drops? Will that work? Probably not. You deal 8 damage on turn 1 and then do nothing for the rest of the game. Do I have any rogue secrets? Does rogue have any secrets? Oh. Didn't realise rogue had no secrets. Or I've just not unlocked any. That's equally true. Equally possible. Plausible. I could just go for a crazy mad bomber deck. Maybe I should be, oops, thinking about switching up the deck. Let's go for a different class. Which class did I say? Hunter's got some synergy. Was it Priest? Oh, the mind control. Mind control gets me access to some stuff. Druid is probably where it's at. Maybe not. Ah, I've got no idea. This is throwing everything onto his head. Let's go for mage. We can add in the card draw. Duplicate. Vaporize. Counterspell is probably going to be useful in this point. Oh, I've only got one Ice Lance. Blizzard. Oh no, do I want Flame Strike and Blizzard? Not really. Fireballs definitely, Polymorphs definitely. Water Elementals, probably not. Right, and then we go into the big dudes. I'm going to keep in my Iron Beak. Putting a Jeeves seems like a bad card to have. As your Drake, you can go in. Piloted Shredder, you can go in. I quite like the Thugan Stalag thing going on. Oh, you're a 4/7. Ravenhold Assassin? Probably the best of like a bad bunch here. Oh, you know what, let's just chucking Core Hound. We've been nearly beaten by Core Hounds, so I'm quite happy to carry on with this. My worst nightmare is already playing against me, probably. Ah, it looks keepable. Draw a card, make their stuff cost more. Maybe I should just be playing War Golems. Just ridiculous amounts of War Golems. Oh, well played, what? Greetings. Oh, that guy. Anything else? Because I'm just going to turn him into a sheep. Oh, I might just destroy him. What is he when he's not silenced? He's a 4/4. Ah, let's see what I draw. I forgot I could hero power. Probably should have paid more attention to that. Oh, dear. absolutely no idea what could be played. Oh jeez. Possible waste on that, but oh well. Oh, he could have double Holy Nova. He wouldn't be playing that, would he? Of course, I've again chucked out my entire hand onto the board. I'm flying! The gates are open. It's going to cause me a problem. My thanks. Problem is, he can cause all sorts of taunts, heals, which gets him out of the way of my... Why? Why would you do that? There we go. We realised the mistake. Oh. Did I say Wave Blade? I can't remember. Hooray! I earned a pack. That was crazy. Oh, and there's a Mage or Shaman victory as well. Should have been playing Mage from the start. Right, let's just crack this pack. See what we get. Ooh. Oh, he's pretty good. Rare. Meh. Meh. Ooh, epic. Is he any good? Overload 3, so turn 6, you only have 3 mana. Oh, I don't know if he's any good. Sounds like he might be good. I think I can disenchant. No, okay. I thought I had 2 of the charge pirates already. Actually, I'm sure I have 2 of the charge pirates. Oh, right, okay. I don't have 2 of the charge pirates. Oh, is he any good? Nothing beats rock. Rock beats everything. What else have we got at 5? Sludge Belcher, Lothair, Bloodlust. Going down into 4s. I mean, this is a Bloodlust deck. This doesn't seem particularly good in a Bloodlust deck. Oh, he's got Taunt. I'm intrigued. I'm not just going to cram it in. I don't think it works. It seems like it might work. Right, so let's move on to the arena. We've got enough for 1 arena run. So we have a choice of Druid, Mage, or Hunter. I'm going to choose Mage. So Mage is apparently, so out of these guys, so if we actually do it properly, so apparently Mage is probably the best class, given the fact that it's removal suite and creatures and stuff just all really work well together in the arena. Druid is also pretty decent, I've heard. I mean, he's got like swipe, he's got the not starfall, he's got multiple things that allow him to control the board. Hunter is not so great, he doesn't have any mass removal, which is the problem. He's got multi-shot is pretty much his best thing, and yeah, his decks are pretty good, but you need all the synergy with the beasts, and if you don't get the synergy with the beasts, then you can be kind of stuck behind. So I'm pretty sure Mage is my best bet here. I think Druid is meant to also be pretty good in Arena. But let's go for Mage. Okay, so our first pick is an epic. And we've got Echo of Medivh. Put a copy of each friendly minion into your hand. I don't like this card. I'm sure there are points where it's really, really good, but it feels like very much, if I'm winning, I'm going to be winning more. Like, you probably don't want to be casting it on turn 4 because you're just going to get at best 3 minions back to your hand. You've got to recast them as well. And then you're just filling up the board with 2 minions. And if you've already got a decent minion stuck on the board, why would you have it? Pyroblast is pretty good. It's expensive, but it is just game finishing. Like, there is a point where you can be chip down and then you just draw it, top deck it, and it'll win. Problem is, equally, if you get it early in the game, then you're stuffed with it. And the last guy is the Murloc War Leader. 3 mana, 3/3 is still pretty good. Pretty good stats for the cost, but it relies on other Murlocs to be super, super good. So I don't actually know which one is going to be recommended as the pick. I would probably pick the Pyroblast out of this, and to hell with drawing it early. But let's have a look. So if I go into the Mage, we have the Epic. So Beyond Great is there's nothing. Sea Giant is in the Great column. Good, we've got Fel Reaver, Piloted Sky Golem, and Pyroblast. So Pyroblast is up there next. And does it actually tell me on the neutrals? To be honest, I don't think all of these are included here, to be honest. I don't know how this works. Probably should have looked into this a bit more. Oh wait, hold on. There's bad. Terrible. So where's the Murloc War Leader and Echo of Medivh? Okay, Echo of Medivh is apparently a below average card, as I pointed out. Murloc War Leader is a bad card with 38. So the obvious pick was correct on my choice here. Okay, next up we've got Nightblade, Frostnova, and Salty Dog. I always thought the Nightblade was pretty good. 3 damage and a 4/4 for 5 seemed pretty good for me. That's coming from a Magic background, Magic Gathering. Apparently it's not so good. It's weak stats for 5 mana, and the deal 3 damage is unlikely to have come up. Frostnova is always pretty good as control, allows you to stall for a turn. If you've got 5 mana, you can Frostnova everything, ping something for 1, ping it again on your next turn. And the Salty Dog is just a big old 7/4 pirate. Better stats technically than the Nightblade. It depends on if you connect, but it allows you to do the ball control. I would probably say here that Frostnova again would be my pick. I'm going down the middle column, just because of its versatility. I don't think either of the other ones are going to be super, super helpful. But let's have a look and see what is recommended at common. I don't know what upper half and lower half mean. I guess the upper half is good enough, lower half bad. So we've got to find Nightblade in here somewhere. Can I control F? Are you highlighting Nightblade? So if you are not telling me where it is. Oh right, that's because you're in the in the bad column. Okay, Nightblade is a 36. Let's have a look at Salty Dog. Salty Dog is a 40. Again, not in the bad, in the not great. And Frost Nova. Frost Nova is apparently listed as bad. Okay, I'm surprised at that. Like, God, this music is horrible. I'll remove that from the list. Okay, where were we? So actually the Pirate is listed as the best card here. Frost Nova is 32. Salty Dog is 40. And I've forgotten what I said the Nightblade was. Well, the Nightblade is 36. What? Some of these cards are highlighted in yellow. And there doesn't appear to be any explanation for why. Okay, I'm gonna go for the Salty Dog then. I said I was gonna follow the lists for picks, so I'll follow the list for picks. Okay, so we've got Force Tank Max, big old 7/7. He was pretty good in the Tavern Brawl that we just had. Don't think he's super great here. He sticks around, but there's so many ways of dealing with him that I don't think he's super great. Ice Lance, freeze a character if it's already frozen, deal 4. It's pretty good with the versatility, kind of useful if you have the ability to freeze with other sources. Obviously it's early on in the draft, so maybe if I was to take this, then I could start drafting some more freezing things, like if I saw Snow Chugger, Frostbolt, etc. I mean, Frostbolt's a pretty high pick anyway. But I mean, if I kept picking stuff that was freezing, then this would become a lot more better in my deck. And obviously Arcane Intellect, which allows me to just dig through my deck. Now, I'm pretty much going to ignore the Force Tank. It's between these two. It's quite early. I could go for the whole freezing stuff. I don't have it going on here. I didn't take the Frost Nova last pick. I'm pretty sure I want to go for the Arcane Intellect. Gives me the ability to draw 3 cards. I roughly want 5 or 6 sources of card draw in my deck. This draws all ability to draw the cards, so 2 cards is pretty good. Ice Lance, maybe not so much. But let's have a look. So Force Tank Max is rated at 60, above average apparently. Okay, that's surprising. I didn't think it was going to be like that, but this is why I'm doing this. Ice Lance is listed. It's not listed. It's listed as terrible at 24. I guess if your deck is full of freezing effects, then maybe it becomes a significantly better pick. That might be actually what the yellow means, as in it becomes a better pick if you've got other things that synergize with the card in question. Arcane Intellect is a 62, so it's actually pretty close between this and Force Tank Max. It's got a little symbol next to it, which means slight first pick bonus. Right, okay. So after I've picked my first one, this goes down in value. So I'm going to take the Arcane Intellect. It's the one I thought. So here we go, we've got another Arcane Intellect if we want. Now, this is going to have, as we've just discovered from the guide, this is going to have a slightly lesser value than what we did last time. So what we can probably guess is this is now around, probably, if we had the same pick, we would probably give it a 59 rather than a 60. Nightblade was like 38 or something. It's right down here, 36. So let's see what Nomish Inventor is. Nomish Inventor is a card draw spell, so it's not great. It's got a 60, so there we go. We've got what would have been a 62 and what would have been a 60. And I've just said that I'll drop this down to about 59. We'll drop it by about 3 points. So I'm going to take the Nomish Inventor. Next up, we've got Mad Bomber. This guy is apparently great. I've got no idea why, but this guy is apparently great. Gurubashi Berserker is pretty good in Mage as well. we're gonna. Have we got adverts playing on? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me just mute this advert that's playing. Oh, look, I can skip it. That's the problem with having a YouTube plays. So anyway, yeah, where were we? So Gurubashi is pretty good in Mage. We can turn after playing it is we can make it a 5 power minion at least. This guy does nothing to. He stalls, but he does nothing to help me win the games. Like if I top deck this later in the game, he's gonna soak up 1 hit probably, if that. So let's have a look at Shield Bearer. Shield Bearer is our worst listed thing. Terrible at 22. Gurubashi Berserker is rated at 46 in the Mage, which is below average. And Mad Bomber is rated at above average of 68. So we're going to take the Mad Bomber. I mean, out of those picks, he did seem probably the best. He's a Bloodfen Raptor with an ability. Obviously, it can backfire on you, but if it's on the right board, you're more than likely going to hit their stuff rather than yours. Okay, so next up, we've got Ancient Mage. Jason Ming's spell damage. He's a bit meh. Like, he's a 2/5 for 4, which isn't super great. Like, I guess the thing you go for is like, so the standard thing is the Chillwind Yeti. So he's a 4 mana 4/5. So here we're paying 4 mana for a 2/5, so it's 2 power less, but we're getting spell damage 1 on either side. However, I mean, in Mage, yeah, we should be drafting some damage spells definitely later in the game. However, he's so situational. Like, he doesn't do anything. I'm pretty much going to ignore this. But again, we'll see what this says, because this could be telling me that this guy's the best card ever in Arena, and I'm an idiot. Violet Teacher. Again, we've got a 4 mana, this time a 3/5. Now, this one is slightly easier to turn on. Like, so if we go, this is 2 additional power for the 2 additional mana. We need to cast a spell that's going to deal at least 1 damage to get the spell damage +1 on both of our minions if they're on either side, bonus. If we've only got 1 minion on an empty board, he's useless. If we've got 1 minion, then he's going to give +1 power, so we're going to need to be trying to cast 2 spells with him. Violet Teacher, again, her stats aren't great, but if we cast a single spell, we technically have a Chillwind Yeti, but across 2 bodies. Now that is really good. So this is looking like a good pick. However, we've got the Unstable Portal. Random minion, costs 3 less. Risky, but it can work out really well. This is used in the sort of ranked quite a lot. I've seen this turn up quite a lot. I've always hated it. And it's great when they get some really cheap minion and you're just like, you wanted something that cost 8 to play this on turn 5 and they get like a 1-drop. So, risky. So, I think it's between these two. I think the Violet Teacher is probably going to win this one. But, as we're doing on our first 10 picks, we are going to be looking at what these cards are rated at. Oh, it's 2... Oh, right, it's because it's a rare. Oh yeah, these are all rares. So, Ancient Mage is listed as terrible. 22. That's, again, the worst number. We've had 22 before, but it's not super great. Violet Teacher is above average at 66. It's looking like it might be. Oh, that's Unstable Ghoul. We want Unstable Portal. Is rated at 60 rather than 66. I don't know what the yellow is. The yellow indicates, because the yellow is indicating that Unstable Portal is technically at the top of the list. But I don't know what that means. What does yellow mean? Oh. I've worked out what yellow means. Yellow is the cards that are class specific, which I hadn't really realised before. So I don't know why it's listed higher in the list. Oh right, it's in the upper half rather than the lower half. But what does upper half mean over lower half? Let's have a think about this. At the moment, we have 2 spells. If we're not really casting Pyroblast for the win, then a 1/1's not going to help us anyway. Arcane Intellect is pretty nice to have the 1/1 additional thing. I don't know, because we've got a 60 in the upper half or a 66 in the lower half. But I don't know what the difference is between upper half and lower half. Okay, it says that there's no reason that anything is different based on the upper half and lower half. It's based on a older list that was created. So I'm going to use my intuition and I'm going to go for the less random game plan, which is the Violet Teacher over the Unstable Portal. Okay. So we've got another Frost Nova. Now we know that this is not particularly great from earlier. We've got Flame Cannon, 4 damage to random enemy. This always seems to be pretty good. Like, sometimes you're just going to have to use it and hope for the best, but other times you can just factor the board and this is just deal 4 damage to a minion, which is really good. And then we've got the Blackwing Technician, which is a 3 mana 2/4, which aren't super great stats. And if you're holding a dragon, get a +1/+1. Obviously, we're not going to be holding any dragons at this moment in time. But let's have a look at what is going on in this list. So, Frost Nova again was down at 32. Flame Cannon is 76. Okay, so this is telling me that that's probably our first insta pick, snap pick, yeah, and the Blackwing Technician is 46. So, as I suspected, this is probably the best. I should have just gone with my gut, but we're not going to be using this in a couple more picks, so see how it goes. So we've got Earthen Ring Farseer, much better stats and a decent relevant ability. Can cure up my minions, can cure up me in case I need it at the last minute. We've got another Blackwing, and we've got the Venture Mercenary. I don't really like this guy. I'm sure he's probably pretty good, but it's just such a risk. We're kind of, what, 50-50 at the moment? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're roughly 50-50 minions and not minions, so he's possibly fine, he's possibly not fine. So going from before, the Blackwing was 46, and Venture is 54, so he's better than the Blackwing. And Earthen... oh, I can't spell. Earthen Ring. Can you go find that for me, please? Okay, it's rated at 66, so as I said, my gut was going along the right lines with this Earthen Ring Farseer. Okay. We've got the Raging Wargren. He's pretty good. Again, we've got a 3 mana 3/3. Enraging means that we could potentially we drop this, he's unanswered. Turn 4, we ping him with our hero power. We've got 8 damage, just smashing around. That's pretty big. However, we've also got the Iron Beak out. Iron Beak has got the relevant ability of silence, meaning we don't want too many silence effects in our deck. Probably want 1 or 2 at most, but it allows us to get through those big minions that are going to cause us problems later in the game. And last of all, we've got the Oasis Snapjaw, who is just a big old dirtly dirtle. But let's have a look and see how everyone matches up. Waging War again is a 56. Iron Beak Owl is a 40. Highlighted in red for some reason, no idea why. Oasis Snapjaw is a 42, so is the Raging Wargun. Okay, next rare, we've got Jeeves. I like Jeeves, but that's probably because he was like the first rare I opened, and I built him in a deck which was loads of really cheap creatures. I just needed ways of recharging my hand. He is card draw. I mean, we've only got currently three ways of drawing cards in our deck, which is fine. He does affect our opponent as well, so not super great. I mean, if we're behind and they're out of cards as well, we do not want to be playing this guy. And if we're ahead and they're behind, we probably don't want to be playing this guy, because he's just going to give them fuel to build up. So he's a bit of a weird place, being in 1/4, but that's probably to make you decide whether we're going to play him or not. Soot Spear again, 3 mana 3/3. We like 3 mana 3/3s. Spell damage +1. He's got a relevant ability. We don't have that many damage spells yet. We've only got 2, in fact. In fact, we've only got 3 spells. But his stats kind of make up for this fact. And then we've got a 1 mana 1/2. Whenever a Murloc is summoned, gain 1 attack. Pretty good in Zoo, in ranked, but this moment in time, probably not. So my pick here is going to be the Soot Spear. I know we're going into a lot of 3 mana 3/3s, but we should be alright. But let's go consult the amazing database. Jeeves is unfortunately listed in the bad at 32. Poor Jeeves. Makes Jeeves sad. And Soot Spewer, can he beat 32? Soot Spewer is rated at 50. And Murloc Tidecooler is rated at 44. So, I mean, this might be, if we had this pick later on in the draft, for example, and our curve was not as light, and we're paying attention to our curve, which is what we're going to be coming up to now, pretty much, because I think we're going to have 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we're going to be on our 10th card after this, which means we're going to be ignoring the guide from now on. So we're not going to keep looking down here and ignoring the guide. We're going to be basing it off of our impacts. At which point, later on, this Murloc Tidecooler might actually be the better pick, because we might just have a massive spike in 3-drops, and we might actually need a 1-drop to actually start doing it, despite the Murloc ability. Probably not a good idea, but we're going to go for the Soot Spewer. Right, I'm just going to get rid of this tier list, so I'm going to move it back over here very quickly. We're probably going to do this again. I mean, I'm not super great at arena drafts, so I'm just kind of keeping it open. Okay, so next up we're going to have a look at all our picks, and we're going to have a look at what our deck is roughly doing, mana curve, etc. So if we have a look, we've got minions on turns 2 and 3, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we've got a big old finisher, some mid-game but not very much, 1 removal spell, so we probably want to be prioritising removal. I suppose 2 removal spells, but this guy's random, and we've got some card draw, so we still need a bit more card draw, we still need some removal. We probably want some more early game, and then some amount of decent 4-drops. So let's have a look at what we've been offered for today. Sorry. So first up, we've got a 3 mana 2/2 with a pingy little battle cry. Given our 3-drops so far, this guy's not going to be good enough. Like, we've got loads of 3 mana 3/3s, they're much better. Yes, he could remove something weak, but I mean, he's got a bit of a weak body. We don't really care about this guy. Next up we've got the Burly Rockjaw Trog. He's a 4 mana 3/5, so he's only 1 point off of our benchmark of the Chillwind Yeti. Forgot his name then. So we kind of want the ability to be able to push it and make it further. Now, whenever an opponent casts a spell, he'll gain 2 attack. Now this seems like it's going to be pretty good. 4 mana 5/5 seems awesome, or maybe a 4 mana 7/5. However, this is Arena. Like, there aren't going to be spells, but the spells are probably not going to be as much. Like, this guy's fine. He's an okay pick, but we might not want to do it. He is a decent 4-drop, but we've got this Arcane Missiles. Arcane Missiles, we normally don't want to cast on turn 1. We want to do it when it's likely to hit other things, or we can mop up with our hero power, so probably we're looking at turns 3, 4, etc. I'm okay with picking an Arcane Missiles at this point over the uncommon Rockjaw Trog. This is only pick 11. I feel that we need some form of removal and some form of damage. I mean, we've got the Soot Spear, which gives us the extra +1 damage, which I'm quite happy to have, and we kind of want the Violet Teacher to have something that we can trigger it with. So I'm going to take the Arcane Missiles. Okay. Next up we've got the Flesh Eating Ghoul, 3 mana for a 2/3, which is fine. Whenever a minion dies, gain 1 attack. The ability is not really relevant. Playing him on an empty board, pretty bad. But he is a 3-drop, so he is in consideration. The War Golem is just a 7/7/7/7/7/7, and then we've got a 3 mana 3/2 with the buff effect. Now, if we have a look at our 3 mana guys, they're all 3/3s at the moment. We've got a 2 mana 3/2. We kind of want 2 mana 3/2s and 2 mana 2/3s. Obviously, we don't get this choice here. Shattered Sun Cleric is very, very good. It allows us to buff anything. But on an empty board, bad. On an empty board, bad. This has probably got slightly better on an empty board because we've got the extra power, which means we can trade it upwards in theory, whereas this is unlikely to trade upwards. We kind of have to set him up. So I'm more happy taking the Shattered Sun Cleric here. So I'm going to pick the Shattered Sun Cleric. Okay. Do I have any dragons? No, I do not have any dragons. Okay. Well, this guy's pretty good. He can just swing that little bit of whichever way. But let's have a look at the other thing. So we've got a 3 mana 1/4. We're getting quite high on 3-drops, and this guy is probably not good enough. Well, the spell damage +1 is nice, but in general he's going to just be attack for 1, attack for 1, attack for 1. This guy would be great if I had some dragons. Like, I don't, and the likelihood of me getting them later on is a bit random. So he would just be a 5 mana 5/4, which is not super good. However, I'm looking at this Haunted Creeper. So Haunted Creeper, again, is only 1 damage, comes down turn earlier, or on 2 turns earlier, potentially, if you got the coin out. I don't have that many 2-drops, and he's a pretty good 2-drop. Like, if he explodes, we've got multiple threats to buff and that our opponent has to get rid of. So I'm going to be happier taking the Haunted Creeper here, I think. Okay. So this is the card that kind of taught me how bad I was at this game. So I always saw this guy as a really, really good card. It was like, he's a 5/4 with taunt. He's going to drop him down, my opponent's going to have to crash something into him, and then I'm just going to hit face, and it's going to be great. However, his biggest weakness is his 4 health. Like, and that's something that I couldn't really see earlier on. Now that I do know it, I can kind of see how bad this guy is. It's not super terrible, but it's not great. He is a taunt, but we don't always want to be taunting. We want to be able to be hitting our opponent, making sure our opponent can't do the stuff that they want to do. So here we go, we've got a 6 mana 5/5. 6-drop, does fit into our curve quite nicely. We've got a big hole. He's a 5/5, so his stats aren't terribly off the sort of stuff we're playing, and his battle cry can be relevant. Like, we can freeze our opponent who's got a big old weapon, we can freeze that big old minion and hopefully be able to crash around. We can then, in theory, if that's their only minion, use him as the 5 damage to crash in, so we can start chipping it away. That'll be 6 damage with our hero power at this point. However, there is Polymorph. 6 mana, kill something. 4 mana, pretty much negate anything that anyone has. It's got to be this. It fits into my curve again. We want the 4 drops. The Frost Elemental is good, but I'm going to leave it for the moment. Okay, again, spoke about this guy earlier. Don't really like him. Not going to pick him. Doing something on turn 1 is all well and good, but it really sort of isn't as well. Like, it's a bit rubbish. Cone of Cold, however, is pretty good. Like, it's minimal damage. With our Soot Spear, gets a bit better. If we draw any more spell power +1 guys, then it's going to get even better. It controls the board. It can remove minions. This is our spell. I mean, this is not good, really. If you were super aggressive, then maybe. And this guy is just this guy, right? I did just take the Cone of Cold, right? Okay, good. Oh. I don't really need to talk about this. This guy, not great. This guy, great. But this. So I'm going to be taking this. I'm really sad because I do like the Mana Worm. Mana Worm is always a nice thing to have. If you do it in the right order, you can go Mana Worm, turn 1, coin, becomes 2/3, something else like Arcane Missiles, and then just crash in with a 3/3 on turn 2. It's ridiculous, but Flame Strike is our bread and butter of Arena. So we need these, as many of these as we can get, pretty much. So I'm going to be taking the Flame Strike. Okay. So we've got minions for Battle Cry cost 2 more on a 1/4. So I mean, stat wise, this guy is pretty good. Like, he's going to stick around. He's not going to trade as much though. He's going to trade the little things. So we want him early. And the problem is that he's got this Battle Cry blocker. Now, we don't have super amounts of Battle Cry guys, but there's the possibility that we will have super amounts of Battle Cry guys, at which point this guy is probably going to hurt us as much as our opponent. And he's pretty weak for his, like, dealing damage, so we probably don't actually want this. Water Elemental is a decent 4-drop. We like Water Elemental, freezing any character at all. Weaker stats on the front, but that is so that you can kind of combine it with the fact that he freezes stuff and he's unlikely to die. This is a pretty good pick. And Duplicate. Duplicate is an interesting one. You have to kind of set it up so that it works in the right place. Because I mean, if you get the wrong thing back, then it's just not gonna help you in any way, sense or form. So there's this whole thing of turns 2 and 3 in the arena are really important, but there's this whole thing of other people saying that you want loads of 2-drops and loads of 4-drops, and then you want this kind of gap at 3, and then you want to tail off. At the moment we don't tail off, but that's because of the Flame Strike and the Pyroblast, and only a single 5-drop. I don't want to push up my 3-drops super high, and whilst this is fine, it doesn't really affect the board. If I have an empty board, this does nothing. If I'm behind, I'm probably gonna have struggled to trigger it probably. Whereas this guy is gonna cause me to have more consistency in my deck, so I'm gonna take the 4 guy. Okay. So we've got Arcane Explosion, 1 damage to all enemies. Oh, again, I always thought that this was a pretty good high pick in Arena, but it's apparently not. It's mass removal if you have the spell damage +1s, or you have multiple ones to cast in a turn, but otherwise it's pretty minor and poor. Stormpike Commando. Stat wise, not super great. 5 mana for a 4/2 is not great. Its Battle Cry is useful, and it does fit into our slot in here, but we're not going to be fitting stuff into our slot on curve at the moment. What we want to be doing is kind of picking stuff that synergizes with the rest of our deck. This doesn't synergize the rest of our deck. However, if we play this at the right time, we can get something really, really good. They play a taunt, we get our own opposing taunt. I'm tempted by this. I know I said about the 3 drops. Oh, I don't know. This is one where I'd really like to consult the guide, but I'm going to try and not do it. By try and not, I mean I'm not going to do it. Oh, should I pay attention to curve and draw the 5 drop, the weaker 5 drop? This doesn't have synergy with my deck. And it could be random. Oh. I'm torn, like I'm super torn between these two. I don't want to look. I know that this is going to be a big... I've got 13 cards, 12 more cards after this to pick. To pick some 5 drops, and some 4 drops, and some 2 drops. Wow. Pretty sure everyone knows what I'm gonna pick here. This guy! No. So yeah, let's, I guess, talk about these guys. So Baron Rivendare. Double Death Rattle triggers. Now, if I was running a deck that had every minion that had a Death Rattle, yes, he might be worth picking. He's just so weak. Like, 1 damage for 4 mana is so terrible. And 7, I mean, he sticks around, but it's kind of like your opponent is going to kill him pretty quickly. King Muckler. So the bananas, if you don't know, are like 2 mana, I think it is. And they have like a small effect, like giving a minion +1/+1, dealing 2 damage, etc. So they're kind of like little mini effects. Giving them to your opponent is obviously going to cause problems to you later on, because you're going to have to deal with the fact that you're just giving your opponent 2 extra cards, and the 5/5 for 3 is not going to really do much. Dr. Boom is ridiculous. Like, he gives you, like, got an empty board, he gives you board presence, and it's very difficult for your opponent to beat through that unless they're going to kill you anyway, at which point it's going to kill you anyway. He costs 7, which is late game, but I think I want to pick him just because of how good he is, and this, he's just going to be amazing. So I'm going to take the Mr. Boom. Okay, so we've got another rare here. Now we kind of want to pay attention to curve a little bit. So, Demolisher, 3 mana for a 1/4. Again, stats aren't super great. Start of your turn, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. So the problem is that he's got to stick around. If your opponent can kill him, it's a bit useless. If your opponent can crash minions into him, then his ability is going to be useless. If you can stick him on turn, say, 3 or turn 2, and then your opponent's not played anything, then he's going to be a problem for them. They're going to have to answer him. However, he's a 3-drop. So we've got the 5 mana Abomination. Abomination is, I always like this card, I always thought it was really good. He's got the ability to really backfire on you though. You don't want to be playing him when you're on curve, you want to be playing him when you really need to stall the game and hopefully kill all their minions if they crash into him. Obviously, runs into silence or something else, then he's not super great. But you've also got to be aware of the fact that he could deal the damage to you, and that could kill you. Now he is a 5-drop, which we kind of want, but we want some 4-drops as well. And we've got another Violet Teacher. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not really going to count this. So we've got 5 activators for the Violet Teacher now. So this is getting much more better, much more consistent. It gives us more minions, more card advantage from playing stuff. Again, we only need to pop out the extra 1 power to meet the Chillwind Yeti levels, which means that I'm pretty sure I'm going to take the Violet Teacher. And we'll see if we get a decent 5-drop later on. Okay, so here is where, so we're now on the 20 picks. So now we need to step back, we need to look at our deck, see what our deck's doing. We need to see where our holes are in our curve and make sure that we fix those holes to make a more consistent deck. So at the moment we have not super early game, but we do have turn 3. Turn 3 is one of our big turns, which is a slight problem. And then turn 4 we don't really have much going on. Violet Teacher gives us mid game, as well as not many much stuff. We've got some end game threats. We've got 2 end game threats, so we don't really need to be looking for end game winners. We've got our winners. What we kind of need is we still need some card draw. We've only got 2, 3. Is that it? Yeah, we've only got three card draws, so we probably want to push a little bit more towards our picks on card draws. We have almost no early game at all. Now, a 1-mana minion might be suitable to go in here, as long as it's got a relevant ability or it's pretty good, like Zombie Chow or something. What we don't want to be doing is picking 3 drops really at all. So if we look down here at our mana curve, what we kind of want to be seeing here, based on our curve, we want to see something at 6. We need at least 1 spell at 6. Like, we want something in each slot apart from 0, which we do have apart from the 6 drop. So we're missing 6s. We want to push our 5s a little bit higher. We've only got Salty Dog and Storm Point Commando. Kind of want some more here. We need to push our 2 drops up considerably, and we need to push our 4 drops up maybe a little bit more. So we probably only want 1 more pick in 4 drops. Which would equate to 6 4 drops, which means we need 3 more 2 drops. So let's say 3 more 2 drops, 1 more 1 drop, 4 drop, so that's 4, 6 drop, which is 5, probably 2 5 drops, which is 8, a 1 drop, 9, and then something else that fits onto our curve. Ideally a Flame Strike at 7. So that's what we want to go for. That's the sort of thing that we want to get our nice curve going down. So from that we can ignore Thalmar Farseer. He is good, but we've already said we don't want any more 3 drops unless they're super good, like really game warpingly good. This guy's not game warpingly good. So we've got a choice between going for our 1 mana cheap minion that we're going to be not playing on turn 1. She would be played later in the game to deal an additional damage, hero power. Hopefully that would kill a minion, or perhaps it would give us something else. Her stats again are like, I mean, she's 1 drop, so her stats aren't going to be super good. And then we've got the 6 drop here, so which is a 5 damage, normally straight to the face, straight to a creature. Get them off the board. So this is sort of a removal spell, despite not being a spell. So we don't necessarily need a minion at 6, we just need something at 6. So, to fix our mana curve, I mean, we could go for this 1 drop, but if we don't draw any more 1 drops, I'm not too fussed about. I mean, I would love to have another 1 drop, but I'm not too fussed if we don't get another 1 drop. If we don't get another 6 drop, I feel we've got problems. If we draw another 6 drop, I don't really mind having 2 6 drops. At which point, out of these 2, although this is probably the best card in most cases, this is the one that we're going to pick. here's a 4-drop that we want, and here's a 2-drop that we probably want. So which do we pick? We can ignore this 4-drop. Again, he's not super useful. So it's between these two. Which is the better card? The Fireball, definitely. Game finishing, creature removal, gets boosted by some of our guys. Violet Teacher gets boosted, and the Soot Spewer boosts it particularly. This guy allows us to trade up, but this is like super good. So we do need 3 2-drops as a guide. We only need 1 4-drop. If we were to pick no other 4-drops, would we be happy with this 4-drop? And the answer is yes, we would be happy. So I'm going to take the Fireball. And here we go, we've got an actual decent 2-drop. So, again, a 4-drop, Silence a Minion. We didn't actually pick the Iron Beak Owl, so we have no silence, which is a problem. Sousy Dectan, 2-1, has Chargeable Weapon. We're never going to have a weapon equipped. I don't think Mage even has any weapons at all at the moment. That might be changing soon. So would we ever be happy to play this at any other point? No. So we can ignore this. Now, are we going to ignore all of the 1-drops that we're going to potentially come up with and take a 4-drop? Potentially, yes. So, I mean, this could be something that we take. However, we do have the possibility of drawing the Iron Beak Owl, or drafting an Iron Beak Owl maybe later on, which is a 2-drop, which fits into our curve, and does the silence ability. So, which one do we pick? Well, we need more 2-drops, so I'm going to go for the 2-drop and make sure that curve is looking nicer. And here we go, now we don't have a choice, right? So we kind of avoided a little pitfall there. So we've got this 3-mana guy. He's not super great, like, he's fine, but he kind of, nah. If you buffed up his health, yeah, maybe it'd be better, or his attack, maybe it'd be better, but... So we don't really care about him, he's a 3-drop, we don't want to touch him. So, but we've got nothing that fits into the rest of our curve. We still want a 1-drop, we still probably want another 5-drop, we need 2 more 2-drops, so we're going to have to take a 4-drop. Which is the better 4-drop? Probably this guy. This guy silences the taunts, lets us get through. If someone's drawn, like, I don't know, Ragnaros, something massive that we cannot deal with in any other way. Actually, don't silence Ragnaros, he just becomes an 8/8 guy that can hit things. Okay, bad example. If they've drawn something else that's got really good, let's say Sylvanas Windrunner, we don't want them to have that Death Rattle ability. Silencing gets rid of that. So, I mean, this is useful, good. Stormwind Knight is likely to survive most combats, but he's pretty weak, and he's only 2 damage out there. So I'm going to take the Spellbreaker. Yes, it pushes my 4-drops up a little bit higher, but that's fine. Okay, so we've got a 3-mana 3/3. We like 3-mana 3/3s. We tend to seem to pick them. However, we don't want to be picking 3-drops. We want to be picking 2-drops. However, we also want to be picking card draw. Now, although I'm not looking at the guide anymore, we can remember from earlier on that with the guide it said that the first Arcane Intellect had a slight boost on the first pick, and then the next one did not have a slight boost. Now, if we look at our curve, if we steal this, so I mean, how much card draw have we got? I think it's still 3, right? Nomish Inventor plus the Arcane Intellect. So this pushes up to 5, which is the amount of card draw we really wanted. However, we're going to be running the risk of not drawing into enough 2-drops. Mad Bomb is fine, Snow Jogger is fine. This guy, pretty much we're going to just treat him as a 2-mana 2/3. So a River Crocolisk. River Crocolisk, he's fine. I mean, I'm quite happy with River Crocolisk. I have 5 picks after this. Again, I'm torn between these two. If I take this, I'm going to be losing a 1 or a 5-drop, really. So I've got 6 picks left. Hold on, let me do the math. We picked an extra 4-drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing a drop from somewhere. Probably from here, actually. Again, this guy trades up. This guy stops things. Summon 2 spiders. This is more gas. I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to stupidly take the risk, and we're going to go for the extra card draw. In theory, because it makes our deck more consistent, it triggers off the Violet Teacher as well if we've got her out. It allows us to draw into threats or cheap stuff if we're struggling early game. I'm hoping we're going to get a load of 2-drops now. Okay, ignore the Spellbreaker, we've got one. So we've got 2 2-drops here. So we've already got a Snow Chugger. In fact, they are both exactly the same. So we've got 2 mana, 2 mana, 2 3s. Blah, so many 2s. So, which is the better one? It's pretty obvious. It's not this guy. I like Snow Chugger. I like the fact he goes chugga chugga chugga. But we are playing Mage, which means that this guy does the same thing that this guy does early game. However, we can make him be 5 attack power. We can make him a 5/2 on turn 3. Not super great, but he can trade up. That's something that this guy can't do. This guy can just crash into it and freeze it for a turn, delay it. So we're going to go for the Amani Berserker. Oh, we've got another rare. Whenever this minion takes damage, summon a 2/1. Well, I am playing Mage, which means I could foreseeably make 2 2/1s. However, I will be paying 5 mana for 2 2/1s, which means we'll be paying 5 mana for a 4/2, which is terrible. Terrible. It's almost as if there's something else in my deck that's like that. Okay, ignore this. We've got 3 mana Injured Blade Master. This guy is super good in Priest because you can heal him. We've got no way of healing him at all. So he's just a 3 mana 4/3. Still pretty good. Can trade up, which is decent enough. But he's a 3-drop. So I'm more interested in the Knife Juggler. Like, I always really like the Knife Juggler anyway. If I can somehow get him to trigger off of the Violet Teacher, then we're all the way to Value Town, right? He can also trade up. He's like our Mad Bomber. He's a 3/2 in stats. He is a 2-drop, which is something that we want. We don't want more 3-drops, so I'm going to take the Knife Juggler. Pushes us up to equal value of stuff here. Okay, not fussed in War Golem. So we have our 1-drop that we might want to take. We've got our last 2-drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this would be our last 2-drop that we'll be picking. Now we've got 2 picks after this, so how happy are we with having less 2-drops than this? He's okay. I mean, he is useful. He can be surprise damage. If it's turn 4, he can kill something with 3 health. He can trade up. Obviously, we've got the Arcane Missiles. Not super useful. But I mean, this could technically hit something like this. If I take this, then that's the 2-drops that I wanted. I mean, I've got far too many 3-drops really. And not very many good 4-drops, I don't think. Turn 5 is weak. Turns... our in-game is a bit dodgy. Randomly split. Let's take the blue girl. Right. So we've got a 3-drop, which we don't want to pick. A 1-drop, which we really don't want to pick, because we've got 1 Murloc in our deck. So he's just a 1-mana 1/1. So Spiteful Smith is literally like our only pick here. We wanted another 5-drop. He's not great. His enrage ability is never going to be useful for us. But he's a 5-mana 4/6, and I don't really want the others, so let's pick him. And ooh, this is our last pick. This is our absolute last pick. So Clockwork Giant. In theory, he could be great. Late game, we're unlikely to cast him because unless our opponent is constantly keeping stuff in his hand, then I mean, this is like Clockwork Giant is like the handlock opposition, right? Because you can cast him on like turn 4. Big Game Hunter is really good. He's a 3-drop, but he can trade up and he can destroy me with attack of 7 or more. Like, we can really swing stuff with this guy. And then there's Doomsayer, which is just a 0/7 destroy all minions. It is mass removal. Like, we only drafted 1 Flame Strike, which is sad times. If we're behind, he is going to die before the ability triggers, which is a shame. I've heard something which is like the best time to play it is just after your opponent plays their first minion. They're unlikely to kill it, and you'll definitely kill that. You'll get the initiative, and you'll be able to play your dudes. So although I said I wasn't going to do it, I think I'm going to take the Big Game Hunter. I'm literally not going to cast him until later in the game. Or do I take the removal? Let's take the Big Game Hunter. Okay, so we now have our deck all set up. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to, I think it's Hearthhead, and we're going to have a look at our breakdown of minions. Deck builder, mage. Ugh. Do I really have to do it like this? It's giving me a list of everything. Okay. 2 mana, we have Flame Cannon. We have a Mani Berserker. We have Bluegale Warrior and a Haunted Creeper. We have a Knife Juggler. A Mad Bomber. Snow Chugger, 2 Arcane Intellects. Where is Snow Chugger? There it is. A Big Game Hunter. Where's Big Game Hunter? Seriously, where is Big Game Hunter? There he is. I'm staring straight at him. Earthen Ring, Raging Wargren. Raging R. Where are my letters today? Raging Wargun. Shattered Sun Cleric. Singleton. Soot Spewer Cone of Cold. What's this card? There's a card with a blank back. Oh, it's Fireball. A Polymorph. A Gnomish Inventor. I'm sad that I didn't see any Chillwind ESEs, especially after hearing how good he is and how many times I've ignored him in the past. Gnomish Inventor I've already added. Spellbreaker, 2 Violet Teachers. Violet. Where's Violet Teacher? Does she cost 4? Oh, jeez, I thought she cost 5. Okay, that's cool. Water Elemental, and a Salty Dog. I really don't like the Salty Dog. I hope that he becomes like my MVP or something. Spiteful Smith and a Stormpike. Reckless Rocketeer, Flame Strike. Dr. Boom and a Pyroblast. Okay, that's 30 out of 30. Oops. Please don't tell me I've just lost my deck. Oh, okay. Okay, so... is that what I want? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to print the screen. I'm going to do some... glorious business. So so this is from hearthhead.com. It allows you to stick in stuff that you need, and then just stick in all the cards that you've downloaded, and they'll give you some stuff to come out of it. So let's arena. So what I'm going to do is see if this works. Can I insert stuff? Okay. So this is my, hopefully this has come through. I've updated the stream in the middle. I don't know if this works. This is the first time I've done this, updating the stream in the middle. Hey, it has worked. Okay, cool. So as you can see, we've got our deck breakdown. We can see the general costs of all our cards, which we already knew. We can see the attack power of all our cards, we can see our general health, and we can see all sorts of other information. So stuff like the rarity and the mechanics we're not really fussed about. What we can see, however, is the main thing that we can see on the far right is our breakdown of minions and spells. So we've got 21 minions to 9 spells. So our Violet Teacher, whilst is probably going to be triggered in theory, I mean we can take this as 8 spells because of the Pyroblast, is going to be triggered maybe each one. I mean if we play one, because we've got 2, so if we draw into one, we're probably going to see that we're going to trigger it about twice. Given that we've got 33% chance of drawing any of our spells, most of our spells are actually cheaper and they're going to be used. So we're probably going to be able to get that Chill and Yeti stat breakdown that we wanted, and potentially a bit better, so that's pretty good. I'm glad that happened. The other thing to notice is our attack power. So a lot of our attack is on 3. I mean, this entirely depends where our drops are, if they're early drops or late drops. We know that we've got like 3 or 4 3 mana, 3 3s, or 3 2s, and we've got the big game hunter as well, who's early on. As you can see on our health isn't super great. Like, we're pretty weak on the health aspect. So what we can take from this is we probably want to be pretty aggressive early game. We want to be causing them to go down in a fair amount of their life total quite early on, and then when I'm just going to get rid of this image now. We've utilised that image to its potential. So what we're going to want is we're going to want to be being early aggression, clearing the board. Then we want to be trying to ping incidental damage towards our opponent, ideally to get them down to this mystical 10 damage left with Dr. Boom and or Pyroblast, and then using those to close out the game. So we're only really looking, as long as we don't draw these too early in the game, and we've got some card draw to be able to cycle through our deck and get through it, even if we do draw this early on. We want to be trying to get them down to about the 10 health range, because that's when we can close out our games. hopefully again with the Reckless Rocketeer we're going to be doing it pretty suddenly and just out of nowhere. No one expects it. They always expect it. So what I'm going to do again is we're going to just quickly grab our deck and we're going to make some pretty graphics on the side. How am I going to do this? I don't know if there's another tool that some people use. I mean, as I said before, I've not added images into my stream before as it's running, so this is a entirely new thing for me. But I don't know if there's a particular type of software that people use to create the deck lists on the side. I've seen deck lists on the side before. It's primarily in the ranked sort of realm that people do it, but I think I've seen it on some people's just normal drafts as well, so I mean, in theory they do the same as this. I guess they might get someone to help out. Oh, I cannot line this up. I'm sorry, this is taking so long. Tip, don't be a perfectionist whilst you're streaming. It is unnecessary. Okay, let's see if we can chuck this in on the side. So, I mean, this is going to be in the exact same place as we just had, as we currently have the deck list. And here it is. Okay, so we've got our deck list. It's on the side, so we'll be able to see as we're drafting, as we're playing, we'll be able to see as we're playing what is going on in our deck, the sort of stuff that we might be able to know that we're going to draft, or draw into if we need it, what's our win conditions, etc., stuff like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump straight in and join our first arena match with this deck. I guess I should probably also think about the weaknesses of the deck. So, I mean, I've got relatively strong early game and some finishes. I have a very poor mid game. Like, my 4-drops are pretty bad. My 5-drops are not so good as well. So, I'm going to struggle there. That's the point where I'm going to really want to be killing stuff with anything that I have. So, damage spells, removal spells, etc. I've got no idea how this is going to go. I don't know which people I'm going to be good against, which ones I'm going to be bad against. I'm aiming to get at least 4 wins out of this. How many wins is this deck actually going to be capable of? I don't know. Like, it could be any amount. It's unknown. I mean, I've not done this properly, so I would hope there'd be 4 at least, because that's the point that I'll get the entry fee technically back in prizes. Ideally, we want to be going for 7 wins, because that allows us to go infinite, allows us to do this again. Is it going to go 7 wins? That entirely depends up to me now. I've drafted it, I've got to deal with what I had. There are probably some mispicks that I had in this, but who knows. I've got it all on video as well, so we're going to be able to look back on it and see if there was any some really, really obvious mistakes that I made. So, let's see how it goes. This is going to be interesting. I don't have enough hold on, let me chuck stuff on this screen over here. So I can't actually see my deck list because it's on the streaming software, which is tiny writing. Okay, so we're playing against Paladins, so what do we need to watch out for? Consecration. We want to have strong early game. We don't really want to be casting this on turn 3. Oh, I could have picked the 4/7 guy that could heal. That would have been such a good turn. See, I'm already noticing mistakes. I don't want this until later in the game. I probably don't want this until later in the game. I'm going to draw Pyroblast, watch it. Oh, okay, this is a much better start. I'm happy with this. Okay, so we've got something that we're not going to play until much later in the game, in theory. Unfortunately, what I have here is something I don't want to play on turn 1, something I don't really want to play on turn 2, something I don't really want to play on turn 3, something I don't really want to play on turn 3. So I'm just going to have to bite the bullet, right? I mean, if I play this and then he decides to actually hit me 3 times in the face, then this is going to be pretty good. What kind of back is that? It's got cool little cogs. Okay, he's going to use the crystals, so see what he drops. Okay. So if I play this, these trade. But he's gonna get the Divine Shell Man most likely out. That's unlikely to kill it. Let's see if I get lucky. Oh! So close. Okay, so close. Why could it not have been that? That would have been so good. I really want to save this for later. I don't really want him to have any minions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I could cast the draws too. I've got no idea what's going to happen with this. I don't really want to do this. Let's just hero power and end the turn. Let's change this up, because that's getting irritating. Okay, he's hero powering again. Let's take the risk. Hooray. Okay, paid out. Cool. Kind of would have liked that Arcane Explosion now, because the Violet Teacher would be good to start pumping out some stuff. But we still got 2 spells that are going to be relevant. Ouch. Double Violet Teacher. Okay. I don't really want... I think I'm just going to have to play off curve here, unfortunately. Blessing of Kings. You're just going to go for the face. I'm fine with you going for the face. because I am going to be hunting your guy. Right. Earthen Ring Farseer is probably fine about now. Gives me more board pressure. I can draw cards later on when I've got these guys out. Charge and Divine Shield. I would have thought that was the weaker guy to go for, but okay. 6 damage. It's 12 damage. Oh, there's this guy. Okay, this is going pretty well so far. I mean, he's got a lot of cards. He could pass a lot of things, but I've got decent board control. I'm not down on too many cards compared to him. I'm only down 2 cards. I've got a finishing spell here, or a punch through this guy spell. Okay. 10. Oh, but I've got to get through this guy. Yeah, it draws him a card, but I'm hoping that I'm not going to need the fact that he's drawn an additional card is going to not be a problem at all, because I've got kill spell. He's got to deal with a lot of things. Oh, I'm sorry. So I think this is game. Well played. Hooray, Frost Nova. 1 win. On the right direction. 100% the right direction. Okay, another paladin. Okay, let's see what I draw. It's an okay opening. We've got the card draw again, which is good. Well met. Definitely, let's go. Oh, if I mad bomber and it hits my guy 3 times, I'll be so sad. If I mad bomber it doesn't hit this. If I trade with this, let's trade with this, and then spell damage up. Well played. Turn 4. Oh, that thing. Are you gonna attack? Oh yeah, it does 4 damage. Of course you're gonna attack that. Draw cards first. I'm not entirely sure if that was the right thing to do there. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's not going to attack his big guy into this, so this guy's likely to stick around. He's probably not going to attack me with that weapon either. And there's the chill wind. Okay. Oh, another one. Come on, damage spell. Trying to bait out a bit more value for that flame strike, considering it's my only one. There's a bit more value. There's a bit more value. Probably should have thought about that turn a little bit more. There was probably stuff I could have done that was better than that. Double Hungry Dragons? Ugh. That doesn't help me. How many spells have I actually got in my hand? I've just got Cone of Cold. So this guy has got a much stronger mid-game than I do. Much stronger mid-game. Ouch. Wish I had that Doomsayer now. Okay. All I need to do is 7 damage to the face. I can silence one of his minions. Not this guy. Oh wait, not this guy. Can't be targeted by spells or hero abilities. 4, 5. Not quite good enough. Oh, what? Really? Oh, I have a lot of life. This is my main way out of this. I'm about to not have a lot of life, but I just need to deal 4 damage. Oh, I should have pinged. Stupid rope. I pinged him when I should have pinged the egg instead. You're going to attack, attack, attack. Although you're going to be wary of putting too many things on 4, perhaps. I'm not really sure how this attrition game is gonna go. I only need to get through 4 damage to him. As long as he doesn't make this guy huge, then I can kill one of the big game hunter and silence the other. Sure, this game was full of misplays. I mean, I should have, rather than pinging him, I should have made the dragon already. I'm out of water. Throat is dry. Consecration. Oh, more taunts. Oh, that's nice. Okay, you kill a taunt guy. Oh. He can deal 6 damage. If he double Knights of Kings, I'm in I've got a problem. Sort of. Fine, I only need 2 damage. Okay. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Consecration 19. Not Might of Kings 19. Might of Kings. Bad. Did I just drop the minion? Oh, what? I didn't realise it had to target. Consecration. No, not consecration. You got the double Might of Kings, or am I just dead on board? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, I'm dead on board. Maybe I should have pyroblasted something. I was too focused on 10 damage to the face. Oh well. Let's do one more. Let's see how we go. See how we finish today on this deck. It's either going to be a 2-1 or a 1-2. Okay, what do we have? I'll keep this. It's a relatively strong early game, so I'm happy with that. Never a secret is revealed, secret is played. Okay, so if I play this, which is what I really want to do, even if they don't play a secret, they crash in and ping and I lose my guy. So I take the risk with the 3 damage, but then I lose the spell for the Violet Teacher. But then I've got the coin. I could Haunted Creeper, but that's not going to kill this thing. Fuck. I hate it when stuff like that happens. I'm more than happy for you to do that. Other than the fact that I lose this. Unfortunately, even though I want to play this, I'm going to take ball control. Just because, I mean, though that thing is horrible. Oh, come on. I think I play the Violent Teacher. Violet Teacher. Gain a mana crystal. Nice. It worked. Okay, so we're getting to Flame Strike territory. Oh, Cone of Cold hit me in the last draft really, really hard. Seems good. Okay, so we're expecting Consecration next turn. Consecration, Flame Strike, 4, 5, 6. Nothing will survive except this guy. We've got our burn spell in our hand, which just requires us to deal 5 damage. Blizzard. It's a flame strike, essentially. Let's Doctor Boom it. There's no need to do anything else. Don't do that. That's a better idea. Yep, okay, cool. Okay, GG. Sorry, I had the Doctor Boom. Okay, so that was better, obviously. I won. Takes us up to 2 wins. We're halfway to our 4-win goal, which is good. I'm not entirely sure whether to be playing this deck. Like, it seems like it could be good. It seems like it could be bad. It sort of works. It's entirely dependent on the early game. If I fluff up, sorry, the mid game. If I fluff up the mid game, then I'm screwed. I mean, we didn't even hit the mid game in that one. I just drew stuff on curve, which was good, and there was, I think, a few misplays from my opponent. I can't remember what the first win was. That seemed to end pretty quickly as well. So it looks like we want to be the aggressor, as I said earlier. We just need to try and make sure that we don't just hold on to Pyroblast till like the end of the game, because that's just going to be bad for us. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. We've done a couple of things today, so it's been interesting. Oh wait, I haven't finished my quests. Oh, you know what? We're going to come out of Arena, we're going to take a little break from Arena, and we're going to jump into Ranked, and we're going to try and do a Shaman victory or 2, and along the way we hopefully will kill at least 6 other minions. I was thinking they would have got those quests a little bit earlier today, but oh well, doesn't matter that we didn't. We can always just jump back into something else here. World-class Paste Eater. Paste. Okay, we're playing against a Priest at rank 17, and that is a hideous opening hand. You're better, but get out. I'll see you later. Meh, but everything else seems fine. Okay, so this is our Shaman Aggression Bloodthirst deck. Turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. Double Rock Bite is quite nice. Hmm. I don't have another 2-drop. Oh, I can do the raid leader. He at least uses my mana on curve. Is this going to be the deck where they build up a really, really boshty thing? At which point a Hex and a Rock Biter seem like a good combination. At least then I keep my minion around. Going to be playing the slow game today. So I could drop 2 Death Rattle guys. Unfortunately I can't, I mean I could do this and Rock Biter as 3 mana, which takes out this, but also my guy dies, leaving this weak to being targeted. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the coin. Seems super unoptimal. See if I get the taunt. Might give me a chance to... I mean, his stuff's going to be cheaper anyway. Oh god, he's still got Dragon. I'm really not very good at ranked. Spent so many cards dealing with like one thing that wasn't even really a threat. It's just a 3/5. Okay. Kinda need to kill this guy, but it's probably too late. I still got a dragon. I should have kept that back and just played the totemed and then harvest columned. That was a mistake. Whee! Oh, fuck off. I bet you bloody top deck that as well, didn't you? Suboptimal. Running out my entire hand again. I've used up pretty much all my removal again. Wow. I can't believe that this late in the game this guy's still relevant. Really? You got that guy? All the things you could have got. I don't like this situation. This is going poorly. God, well, I'm pretty sure I've hit the destroy all the minions. I've still got a dragon in his hand. Okay, they're not terrible. Other than the fact that I've got to deal with this guy, who's a 5/4. why I played the Shaman deck, it's so bad. Should have at least tried a mage deck or something. Let's just go for the face. It's fine. The only thing I can draw is Bloodlust. I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose 3 minions. Which is going to be relevant on. Hooray, Bloodlust. Five, 4. Let's just go for it. 10. It's 18. Gotta have something else, right? I was gonna say, do I take ball control back, but no. Draw the taunt guy. Taunt guy keeps me alive for a little bit. I haven't seen Northshire Clerics in this deck. Come on, the 3-2. I'm gonna have Poetic Justice. I'm gonna hex this guy. Tusker is gonna kill him. Smash! I don't know the classes enough. God, he's got all this card draw that I've got nothing to deal with. And I just wasted my hex on a 5-4. Do I have any removal left? This is where having the deck list down the side that I still have from the draft. I've just remembered. Let's turn that off. If I had my actual deck list here, I could actually look through it and work out what was going on. 5, 6, 7. Are you rock bitering weapon or not? Hex? Okay. One, two, three, four, five. So literally the only way I can win is if he doesn't kill all my stuff. Whoa. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Why? Why am I 1 out? gets to double draw. Wow, that was grindy. Hooray! We're back to rank 16. Ancestral healing, destroy them all. So we've unlocked a quest for tomorrow. We can leave this for the mage thing, which is good. So yeah, today was a better day than the other day. We've got a deck in Arena going. It seems like it's alright. I'm not too sure. I mean, we had that one loss, but I think that might have been because I was holding on to the Pyroblast. It seemed like my only way out. Maybe I should have just killed the thing that was dealing me 5 damage every turn and just ignored it, or the thing that was taking out my minions. But generally that seemed pretty good. We've made it back up to rank 16. That's where we were the other day. Still not great. We're not going to meet anywhere near where we need to be by the end of July, but I think generally that was pretty good. So I'm going to end it there. I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you very much. Like and subscribe. Follow me on YouTube. I've got all the videos that are going from the stream going up on there, so if you're interested in following on that, and continue interacting and saying hi. Thank you very much. I've been Finn of the Shark, and you've been watching The Tavern. Goodbye.